This instrument's a cabassa. Actually says it on top of this one, a cabassa, and you play it by holding it in your hand like this, and then you turn the handle. Okay, lots of people try and play it by moving that hand. It's more difficult, or waving it about. That's how you do it. You hold it in that hand and turn it, and that is a cabassa. Is the Maracas. It's a fairly well-known one, and you can play two at once, as you see people doing. I think partly because it looks good. And if you're going to play them, you want to make some beats louder than others. That's called doing some accents. So an accented beat is louder, for instance, like this. What you don't want is every beat to be the same volume, because it's not very rhythmical, so you want to try and get some rhythm in there. And that's maracas. This instrument is called an agogo bell. It's actually from the Caribbean again, and usually use it with samba music, but other music as well. And it's made out of two cowbells, and they are different sizes, so that you get two different pitches. You get a high one and a low one, and they actually do a triple one. They do one with three that has three bells, all different pitches. So that's why they're different sizes. You normally write it on two lines of music because it has only two notes. And that's it. A go-go bell. What's it called? Go-go bell. Okay, obviously this is the tambourine. Everybody knows the name of that. But often people play it wrong. They'll wave it around all over the place trying to get a rhythm. And the best way is to hold it tight and hit it with the other hand. Or, opposite way around, you can hit it against your hand. Or you can sort of wave it and do a combination. This is the tambourine. What is it, everyone? Tambourine. Okay, this drum is a Sirdar drum, and it's usually used for samba music. Obviously you play it with a heavy beat like this, but you can get two sounds out of it by dampening down the skin with your left hand, or just letting it ring, or both. So that's called dampening, when you press the skin like that. And that's a Sirdar. What's it called, everyone? Sirdar. This instrument is the bongos. They're obviously small hand drums, one slightly larger than the other, and you'd expect the larger one to have a lower pitch than this one. And they're not to be confused with, so that's small, you can pick that up if you can see the size of my hand next to it. Not to be confused with these. These are the congas. Congas with an AS at the end, not congos, congas. And again, we've got one that's a bit larger than the other. And that's the congas and the bongos. And if you have trouble remembering which way around it is, just think of King Kong, because he was big, and the congas are the bigger instrument out of these two. Okay, this instrument is called a guiro, or aguero. Okay, and you scrape along it, and you can hit it as well, and it sounds like this. And the best way to play it is like you're trying to dig into it. If you do it too lightly, it doesn't sound very good. It's not very loud. It's got these holes to hold it underneath, and it's hollow inside. And it's like you're trying to dig into it. And this one's made out of plastic, but they can be made out of even metal or fiberglass, or quite often wood. And that's a guiro. What's it called, everyone? Guiro. Okay, these are castanets. Not always on a frame like this, sometimes just in your hand like a clamshell like that. And use them for any kind of Latin music, so music from Central America or South America. These are castanets. What are they, everybody? Castanets. Okay, this is an unusual instrument. You can't really use it for rhythms very much. It's just used for special effects every now and then. It's called the vibra-slap. Inside it's like a little rattle in here, little teeth rattling around, and it has this ball on the end where you hit it, and that's so it doesn't hurt your hand. I usually put my sleeve over my hand like that, and you just go. But it's important that you hold the other end right. If you hold it too tight, it won't vibrate properly. So you got to hold it like that, and that's the vibra-slap. What's it called? Vibra-slap. Okay, these are sometimes called claves, but really you should be calling them clave. And they're obviously two sticks of slightly different sizes, or they can be the same size, that you bang together. And if they're decent ones like these are made out of rosewood, and this kind of wood produces that ringing sound. If they're made out of cheaper wood, you don't get the right sound. So that's rosewood, and these are clave. What are they called, everybody? Clave. 1, 2, 3, 4.